What you're looking at right here, what you are observing on your screen right now is the fruit of the new atheism. The message of the new atheism. It became like a religion. Right?
This guy here, Ghalib Kamal, he says, Apostate, prophet, Christian, Bangaya.
Wait, that's not Apostate Aladdin. I saw a mask.
It's a weird version of Apostate Aladdin. He says, Apostate, prophet wasn't that apostate after all.
It was never a real apostate.
So weird. Such a weird thing to say, man.
You were
never a real apostate, how dare you?
You're not as much an apostate as you think.
You see?
Yeah. Hey, that'd be good if Muslims, if Ali Dawa and those guys ever get their way and it's like, he was an apostate, who's got to kill the apostate? No, he said I'm not really as much of an apostate as everyone thought. Be, oh, okay, no, we don't got to kill you, yeah, innit?
I actually interacted with this guy, and what's funny is Harris Sultan responded to me about this guy. He said this clown isn't even an ex-Muslim. He initially pretended to be one, but I forced him to come clean. He's actually an ex-Christian. He's made plenty of predictions, though most have been wrong. He claimed Israel would kill 1 million Gazans and that COVID would wipe out millions of Pakistanis. Like, okay, very, very, very funny. But here's, for example, Abdullah Samir. Like, I agree I don't really care what you believe, and if you found a community and a way to make it work for you, then great. Very cool, man. Very
sensible. Guys, you have to think about, like, okay, if you're a Christian, then what people believe matters. That's why you focus. That's why you have evangelism, right? If you're a Muslim, it makes sense to care what other people believe and so on. If you're an atheist, it makes sense to care what people believe in terms of what's good for the world or good for your society or something like that. But apart from that, if you're getting along with people, kind of shouldn't matter a lot about what they believe as long as you get along with them.
Yeah, Muslim.
In other words, that everyone has to agree with me shouldn't apply to certain positions where ultimately it wouldn't matter.
Yeah, Muslim.
Yeah, Muslim.
Yeah. However, here's also Zagros, who's been our viewer for the longest time, says, so long as you don't start talking about Jesus walking water, demons, and positive claims about God's existence, I don't care. What? Wait a minute, I didn't even read this part. Huh.
Yeah. Yes, AP. I don't care what you believe as long as you only talk about my pre-approved talking points. Who does this guy think he is?
I only read this part and said thank you. So, but anyway, so here's this dummy.
Just remember that, AP. You're okay as long as you keep your mouth shut when he tells you to keep your mouth shut. Good to know. Good to know.
So I saw this part here by this weirdo who also has a Palestine flag in his name. The funny thing is, when I made a response to this, I saw this, like, he has this whole text here with his Palestine flag, and then here's the response from Egyptian atheist: stopped reading after Palestine flag. I love this guy, man.
That's super funny. Wow, that's burn, man.
I love this guy.
Hold on. Where'd that guy's comment go? Where'd that guy's post go?
Which post? Here.
I'm just saying, did he get ratioed?
Yeah, he got ratioed by Egyptian atheists.
Wait, he got 20 likes?
They got 70 likes, and
70.
It's at 207. Yeah, that's basically what happened here.
Beast.
Powerful.
200. Yeah. Hey, Egyptian atheist. That's what you want to put together. That's where you want to screenshot. That's where you want to screenshot, and you just say ratioed.
So ex-Muslims beware.
You should not follow this man. You must only follow me.
You should not follow this man's shallow understanding of Christianity. What shallow understanding?
Wait, yeah. First of all, you're in the process of converting, right? One, you already know a lot more than a lot of Christians. But two, like, you shouldn't follow his understanding of Christianity. You usually wouldn't follow any, like, person who's barely in the process of converting that person's understanding of Christianity. But it's weird that that's where he would. And what is AP shallow on as far as his understanding of Christianity?
It's so weird. I don't know.
I don't really want to ask.
He truly lacks rationality. And here is the dumbest thing. I read this and I thought, wow, this is just it. Are you serious, man? Look, he lacks rationality because he has failed to understand that without Christianity and Judaism, there would be no Islam.
Did you hear that? Hey, everyone. Did you know that Without air, there would be no Islam because everyone would die. You see, this is why air is bad. Did you know without food, all human beings would die and there would be no Islam? So food is evil. Did you know that? Did you know that if we just got rid of people, there would be no Islam? So people are the problem. You lack rationality if you like people. What a dope.
This is so stupid, man. This is so bad. This is so incredibly bad. And putting this together in a sentence with
you lacking rationality
is just so incredible. Because he has failed to understand that without Christianity and Judaism, there would be no Islam. Look, without liberalism, let's say there would be no communism. Does that now mean that liberalism is a horrible thing because there's communism with it? Without nationalism, without patriotism, there would be no national socialism. Does this now mean that those things are therefore also horrible things? How stupid is this?
You could point out that, I mean, communism is atheistic and materialistic. So, yeah. I mean, you could have some form of communism that isn't, but as communism actually exists and developed, it's materialistic and atheistic. And therefore, without atheism and materialism, you wouldn't have communism as we know it. And therefore,
without atheism, there wouldn't be communism. Therefore, atheism is a horrible crime against humanity and shouldn't be followed by. Like, this is basically the logic here. This is so ridiculously stupid,
insanely stupid.
If I agree with it to a certain part, to a certain extent, without Christianity and Judaism, there indeed would be no Islam in the way that it is today. Does that, however, have any bearing at all on whether Christianity and Judaism are good or bad? No. None.
Or true or false? No.
Zero.
Which means that this guy is a 100% total grade A moron. And keep in mind, I've pointed out before, there's nothing wrong with being a moron as far as blaming you. Some people are just like born morons, right? It's what you do with what you're given. If you're a moron and you think you get to go around as the champion of reason, telling people what is and is not rational, but you're a moron, that's a problem, right? You need to recognize that you're a moron.
Yes.
And you should be asking people like AP to enlighten you instead of just running around, oh, me smart, him dumb, me smart, him dumb, him no agree with me. So him dumb, me smart. You sound like an idiot, dude.
This guy also, I'm pretty sure, contacted me in the past a long time ago.
Hey, let's collaborate, man.
Talk to me, and now he's like, oh, see.
Let's do a live stream together.
Nearly all that is evil in Islam is rooted in Christianity and Judaism.
Free Palestine!
David, is nearly all that is evil in Islam rooted in Christianity and Judaism?
No.
What are some things that are evil in Islam that are not found and not rooted in Christianity and Judaism?
This obsession with deflowering virgins in paradise and so on, banging prepubescent kids, all their pagan nonsense that's part of their religion. Islam. If you take everything, it's
warfare against all humanity.
Yeah, slaughtering unbelievers just for being unbelievers, subjugating the world. No, it's the things that are good in Islam were taken from Judaism and Christianity. All the other everything else came from somewhere else. Look at this dope right here. What a dope, man.
Having full wives and treating them as lesser beings and taking beating
them into submission, beating them until their skin turns green.
This is not in Christianity or in Judaism. What are you talking about, man? Nearly all. What are you talking about? The Bible is the root of all those teachings that you hate in Islam. Really? Show me where in the Bible you find these things. You find going out and marrying 4 wives and treating them like dirt and having endless number of sex slaves. Show me where that is. Show me where you find that. Show me where you find an endless, perpetual war of subjugation against all the disbelievers. Of course, you cannot go and cherry pick certain passages from the Bible where God commands the Jews, His people, to go and punish and wipe out the Amalekites, basically in response to their horrible, evil behavior and so on. Does this say anything about them being commanded forever to wage a war and forcibly convert and subjugate all humanity? No. Does Christianity have such a thing? No. What are you talking about, man?
And in addition to that, the things that Islam leaves out that it should have gotten from Judaism and Christianity, like love your neighbor as yourself, things like that, it leaves those out, which is part of why it ends up with complete contempt for non-Muslims. And so he's a dope, man, complete dope.
The Bible is the root of all those teachings that you hate in Islam. So if you only think that Islam is evil and other religions are not, that is just a lie. And if the debate is not which is comparatively more evil, this is so funny. There's a sentence here. Look, notice how ridiculous this is. And if the debate is not which is comparatively more evil, in fact, let me highlight this right here. And
What?
if the debate is not which is comparatively more evil, right?
Okay.
Keep this in mind, comparatively more evil.
Okay.
Remember, in comparison of nonsense, stupidity, and anti-science and anti-human behavior, they are all the same.
They're all anti-science.
He just ruled out, he just said, but let's put evil aside. And then he actually ended it with and anti-human behavior. I don't want to nitpick, but dummy, you can't even keep your brain focused enough to get through one sentence with proper logic. Please stop.
Total moron. Embarrassingly bad. That's why he gets
Totally.
ratioed by everyone who comments.
Dummy. So he's saying, and if the debate is not about which is comparatively more evil, then just remember that they are all equally evil. Remember, in comparison of nonsense, stupidity, and anti-science and anti-human behavior, they're all the same. Is it really, really logical and rational and reasonable to actually sit there and argue that all these religions and all other religions are equally or are they are all the same in terms of nonsense, stupidity, and science? I'm sorry, even if you're somebody who is going to argue that all religions have flaws and all religions are wrong, for you to sit down and claim that they are all the same in terms of nonsense, stupidity, and anti-science, you have to really turn your brain off and put all rationality and reason aside to make that statement. It's illogical and impossible. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, and just all around incredibly stupid, which, again, that's one thing to be stupid. It's one thing to be a moron. It's one thing to be moronical, the dumbest person who ever lived. It's another to be the dumbest person who ever lived and to think you're the smartest person on the planet and you're smarter than Christians and me smarter than everyone, me smarter. Atheism before that wasn't like that. Atheism with the new atheism became join our group and then you're part of the smart group. And everyone outside of our group, they're the dumb people. It's really? So I join your group and me smart? Yes, you join our group and you smart. Oh, let me join, me smart now, me smart. And they had all these people joining who then were told, yeah, now you're part of the smart group. And some of them were the biggest idiots who've ever walked the planet. Guys, in reality, they're extremely smart atheists. They're extremely dumb atheists. They're extremely smart Christians. There are extremely dumb Christians. They're extremely smart Muslims. They're extremely dumb Muslims. They're extremely smart Jews. And yeah, all Jews are smart. No, I'm just kidding. But, so beware of anyone who says, yes, just become a part of our group and then you're smart. That's like, that should clue you in that this is founded on manipulation, because if you're an idiot and then you say, okay, me join your group, so me be smart, that's not a sign that you're smart. That's a sign that you're easily duped and gullible. But you see, after 20 years of being programmed with this, you're in the smart group now. Everyone else is in the dumb group. You're sitting here, that's right, I'm the rational one. Even though everything I'm saying is demonstrably stupid, I'm the smart one and everyone else they're all the dumb ones. What a joke, man. What a dope.
Powerful. So apostate prophet, not so apostate after all. I know we are always joking when we say that atheists will say you were never a true atheist to begin with, but here's actually some guy coming and saying, well, so he was never really an apostate. Are you
really an apostate?
Seriously, man? Is ignorant?
You didn't leave apostasy. Apostasy left you.